3. If you're just joining us, if you're just tuning in, it's the finals. And we'll see if Neeb, who's currently up 2-0, can lock this down. This would be a huge upset, in my opinion, if he does. What are the Partoof bets really quick? 14,000 on True, 5,000 on Neeb. So those of you who bet your Partoof, start praying really hard that True turns this around. Spotting the top left, he's the forwarder. He's up 2-0 here in the Olimoleague Grand Finals in this best-of-5 finish. It's the blue Protoss Neeb.
The bottom right, as the red Zerg, it's True.
All right, and cameras give you on Zombie for just a sec, guys. I gotta be right back real fast.
Oh, right. Yeah. So that last game started off with True taking a surprising amount of damage from the Phoenixes, but I guess eventually being able to recover, which was surprising. He was on 3 base versus 3 base, which is usually not good for the Zerg player, and he was getting, you know, expensive units, basically a lot of, I guess not the most expensive unit you can get, but a lot of like price units, right? Like just as many covers as you can get. But eventually he made it kind of look even, and if only the Adept hadn't killed all of his drones, he might have won that game. It was all around surprising, because I guess at the end of the day, the compositions never quite looked perfect for either player. I mean, there might not be a point in really going over that last game too much in detail and analyzing it and stuff, but so far, Neeb has done the double Stargate opener twice in this series. He might do it again here, and in that case, it will be very important to look back at that last game and see where you went wrong. For both parties, you know, Neeb, maybe he's like, okay, maybe Archons were something I needed, or maybe I need to not take that engagement, you know, because he took that first engagement that was kind of a wash, that kind of set up his... It set up a big investment in making a very expensive army again, right? So it took a long time for him to get up to that maxed out number, because he took a fight at like 150 supply when he probably shouldn't have. And for True, well, don't take as much damage from the Phoenixes initially, but also maybe get to Infestors or Vipers quicker, or something like that. And they both could have improved a lot of things, but at the end of the day, it was a really cool game, and they probably made the best decisions they could have. I think we're so used to playing Archon mode and watching Archon mode. There's been quite a few tournaments that, I don't know, might get harsher on the 1v1s unintentionally. Like, why didn't he see exactly that tiny pinpoint in the game?
Moshi Moshi.
Because he's one player. Hello.
Yeah, oh, by the way, I talked with Gnome John, and we've confirmed at this point he wants to make it an Archon mode cup for his tournament at the end of this month, so... Cool. That'll be fun, just getting since you're speaking Archons in the first place. We haven't seen a lot of Archon action. Red Bull did a really cool thing, but you know, we've played a lot more Archon mode than we've seen Archon mode, so it's really want to get some more Archon mode tournaments coming. It'll be fun.
I think there's a surprising amount, I guess. Like, Red Bull jumping on entirely for their big tournament was a surprise.
Yeah, they went pretty all in with it, huh?
Yeah, yeah. But then, of course, a couple of those Lycan leagues were Archon mode and whatnot, and it was fun.
I gotta say that I really didn't love how Lycan League was changing every week, like trying to do something different, like, oh, let's try the double harvest mode, then let's try Archon mode. Like, the inconsistency made it a little bit frustrating for a while, but now it's inconsistently airing.
Yeah, yeah. Like, it's been pretty busy, I suppose. Too busy to make a Reddit post.
That
and
motherfucker is playing Counter-Strike instead of doing the Lycan League. We were making fun of him because Zam and I were playing, and he's like, you want to play? I'm like, okay, and I look at him, he's been playing for like the last 4 hours. I'm like, I've been casting for the last 4 hours, bro. Where the fuck, where was the Lycan League?
Yeah. He didn't have to study it, so I guess he got addicted to it.
Yeah, I guess that makes sense. Yo, Rifkin's been playing a lot of Counter-Strike 2, guys, clearly changing to less dead game. Slipped, and now I read things backwards. I thought I opened up SC, it was CS, you know how it goes.
I hate that game. I also hate Hearthstone.
I think I would hate Counter-Strike a lot more if I didn't have friends to play with. Like, if I had to play that game solo all the time, I don't think I'd enjoy it.
I actually liked playing that. One time I played solo, I got into a type of match that I don't even know the name of. That's another thing. I really don't like...
She doesn't know anything, so she's like, fuck this.
No, I couldn't tell what I was getting into, basically. There was like a ton of buttons and a ton of different types of games, you know? And I just like chose one, and one of them was actually really fun. Where other ones weren't so much, but anyways.
I would argue you should play Counter-Strike if only so you can get ready to practice aiming for Overwatch.
No, but I mean, that's like the joke, right? And I get it, but it's so stupid. You'd be much better off learning to play Unreal Tournament or Quake again.
Maybe. I don't know.
I think definitely, like, Overwatch with spells and jumping and movement being the key versus CSGO where accuracy and sniping is key. Like, I think
because neither of those things are gonna have anything to do with Overwatch. Like,
it's gonna be a lot. From what I played, and I didn't play that much, but I think it's gonna be like when I play CS:GO, it feels much different than when you play Quake, right? Does anyone disagree with that?
You didn't have that burning sensation, that passion erupting the heat of battle.
Well, it's just like, you know, with especially with abilities being in the game, like it's gonna be so much less about like, oh, I just barely got that headshot, and more about like, boom, explosions. Fuck yeah.
Kaboom skis. All right. Well, this there's gonna be carriers again.
Uh-huh.
I don't think this is a terrible move.
Well, I don't actually like it as much as that last game. I kind of went over while you were gone. Basically, if it happens again, like the mass carriers are both going to have to analyze what went wrong that last game. What could they have done better? And certainly at this point, Neeb is, because he realizes what he's doing, but True will have to soon. But I think that starting off with Mass Phoenix is actually a very important part to it. We've tried not starting off with Mass Phoenix, we die. We've tried bad Phoenix control, we die.
That's actually a really good point, because a lot of the harass is what gives you the time to build that mass carrier army uncontested. By not harassing True sitting on 4 bases with almost 80 drones, he's going to just have no problem getting the money necessary to make a ton of corruptors.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, he hit, you know, at that when Neeb was like 150, he hit with just enough corruptors. He, you know, they kind of washed on that one fight. And that was after True took surprising amount of damage from the Phoenixes. Like, imagine him on 4 bases, getting everything he wants, getting all of the upgrades that he wants to. He's going to mass flood with links in the ground and be able to get to those corruptors a lot easier, too, in the air, as well as getting the Vipers a lot quicker, too. He's already on his way to a hive. I really don't feel that great for Neeb right now, but we'll see what his defense looks like. Or we'll see if True just takes forever to fight. You know, maybe True is actually really scared.
I actually think leaving True, like, even if he is scared or not, like, leaving True alone is the worst thing Neeb could do right now. Letting True get upgrades, letting True just get the hive tech so quickly and uncontested. I mean, it used to be that if you left a Protoss player around, you'd be scared of them. I would definitely argue that it's the other way around for Legacy. Zerg have so much on hive tech. Like, the majority of changes that made Zerg so deadly are on hive tech. And the fact that True didn't have to scramble to get here this time, and the fact that he's more comfortably upgrading behind this, I think this is a lot more dangerous for Neeb.
Yeah, I think Neeb's in a ton of trouble. He's going to buy some time with stasis traps, which is always cool to see, but it's only one Oracle. It's not the mass amount that we saw like Puck use, which was a lot cooler. It was like very, like, there was a lot of strategy with it, but...
Well, Stasis Trap's very unique. A lot of people don't know this, but if it comes into play, it won't trap Protoss units. It's not like Stasis from, like, Brood War. It will not affect your own units. It only affects the enemy ones.
Stasis affected your own units?
It grabbed everything,
Brood War?
Didn't it? I'm pretty sure. I'm talking from use map settings experience here, so maybe it was different in competitive because I didn't watch competitive.
Probably people just got good at not hitting their own units.
Maybe.
Because the mech army clumps up pretty badly.
Regardless, the point is it doesn't hit units of your own. So you can have like your entire Adept army waiting for the Lings to flood in. Boom, traps them all. What a joke. Easy peasy.
Yeah. True is getting to that late game hive OP-ness, basically, by the way. Double upgrades, adrenal glands. I mean, if you got ultras, which you probably won't, because it is going to be about the air, but even still, you got some ultras, you get their super good armor. Really destroy a lot of things easily and be able to run away too. Double Spire coming down. Definitely a good move.
Yeah.
Neeb is... I mean, I guess Neeb is also getting maxed out eventually. It looks like by the time True's ready to attack, Neeb will be maxed out, but I just...
This is what I like about this massive map. The amount of space carriers need to move is huge. And frankly, the mobility of things like Lings with adrenal glands, I don't know that he can bounce around. Because if he's halfway across the map with those carriers to attack, True kills everything at home.
Yeah. Stasis Sword probably should have been here too, to be honest. I don't know why it wasn't.
If he waited for those adrenal glands, he would have absolutely killed that Nexus, no question about it.
I think Stasis Word is that thing that was in Warcraft 3, wasn't it?
Was it a Warcraft? Oh, they had the stun, the stasis totem or whatever, or
I'm
ward.
pretty sure it was called a Stasis Word. Yeah.
Yeah, you're right. It was just.
That's
stasis
why I keep
ward.
calling it that.
But yeah, no, it was literally the shamans, the troll things, not the shamans.
Yeah.
Were they the shamans? I don't remember. Fuck, Warcraft 3 was great.
No, the shamans had
Bloodlust.
the lightning shield and bloodlust.
Yeah. The troll, the witch doctors. That's what it was. The witch doctors would put down the stun traps.
Or you get the item.
Yeah. Lings here aren't gonna get a lot done. Carrier's gonna have no problem.
Nah, waste money.
But it's Lings, right? Like,
ooh,
he loses a lot of Lings there. Yeah, I mean for now, he'll get those back in a little bit of time. But I love this mass defense setup out of Neeb. Crazy amounts of cannons are hilarious but effective. They buy time for the carriers to respond. Because again, to go from even the 4th to the 3rd is so far away.
But these Lings aren't even fully upgraded. That's what's so scary. This is buying some time at the very least while he gets double upgrades on both air and ground. A Nidus Worm is going to mean he can get into the main base and probably take down the Nexus as well as quite a few Stargates before they're cleaned up.
If he goes for Ultras at some point, Ultras are going to have so much armor, I think the Interceptors will literally do 1 damage.
I do wonder if it could be effective.
He could actually just be like, you know, fuck this carrier, I'm just going to brute force underneath it.
True does have to be careful not to poke the bear, you know? Like, what if at one point Neeb says, fuck it, alright? And it might cause a base trade, which he might still lose, but just what if? And he goes across the map, and True has maxed out on a stupid amount of Lings, and is still upgrading
drones.
Everything.
97
yeah,
drones
and 97
too.
drones, and he has no Corruptors. And the Corruptors that he makes, well, there's only going to be 10 of them. He doesn't have that much of a bank. There's not that much larva either, and they're all going to be popping from different locations. I think that he would definitely win the war if he just said fuck it and went. But of course, he's too busy defending and trying to get his economy up.
Says Overlord in the back might let the Nidus Storm get to the natural. That'd be kind of cool. Get on top of the production where the Stargates are. Tempest this time, though. Ooh. So we talked about how carriers alone weren't going to cut it. This time we are going to have some Tempest mixed in, but right now that's not really the issue.
Yeah. Just mass Lings.
The numbers game is ridiculous. He is just throwing his money at... He's attacking with money is what he's doing.
It's like Batman and Iron Man, like comics,
just
like
throwing
at each other.
cash at each other. Exactly.
Some got into the main too. A Nidus Storm's on the way to the main.
Yo, this is gonna be adrenal glandlings in the main too. This is gonna be fantastic. He does have a Banling Nest, curiously enough, so I'm wondering if he's gonna make some of those or not. But
what would deal better with these Lings? Archons stuck in the mineral lines?
I actually think Archons would be terrible. I think a Depths just on mass would be good. They'd be more effective cost-wise, at least. Although I guess there's a lot of gas banked up, so yeah, Archon's gonna be too bad. Colossus obviously #1, but
even then, because they can be passed through on the ground, they would get surrounded. At least an Archon on a mineral line wouldn't be surrounded.
I like this. I love the split out of Neeb though. He actually doesn't overreact, and he puts exactly what he needs to where he needs to.
What the hell are these Banelings gonna be for?
I don't know, but I want to friggin' see some Ultralisk zombie grub. Like, this is infuriating me. Because Ultras have 8 armor, right? Interceptors deal 7 damage. Boom. They will do 1 damage to the Ultralisk. They will deal 1 damage to a unit that's 500 freaking health. Just building 3 Ultralisks.
I don't... Because they wouldn't be able to leave, and they'd be so expensive.
Put them in the Nidus Storm, man.
That's true.
Ooh, Parasitic Bomb on mass. This is a good way to spend that gas bank. True is sitting on like 8k gas, or 7k gas, pardon me. What the hell?
Even so, with 8 Parasitic Bombs, if the carrier army would just be able to move out...
Well,
you know,
just split like this, it's fine, too.
No, they need to attack, though. You really think actually, maybe a half of the army could attack. I don't know. Either way, I wonder if DTs would also help out. Like,
I don't know.
At least they wouldn't die.
Definitely questionable. Lings are just like, again, the brute force effect coming here.
Even if they don't help out defensively, he does have his own gas bank, and DTs would at least be harassment. I don't know. I wish that they would just attack each other.
All right, everyone, a move to the center on 3. 1, 2, 21 Corruptors. There you go. He's coming up on 3 upgrades. It's worth noting, last game in True fought, it was with 2-2. He didn't have 3 on his air. So even better this time around.
And this is Neeb losing that timing where Lings and drones were taking up the supply. Now there are going to be Corruptors and a bunch of Vipers.
I still don't love this drone count.
And Queens.
I love that he is still using the economy. Like, that's the thing. By having so many extra drones, it's why he's been able to just throw money away, right? Like, take that stack of dollar bills and make it rain.
Queens aren't upgraded. Amateur move, true.
People want to see the unit count dead for Lings. 534. No big deal.
This is gonna be stupid.
Look at all these stasis traps. Holy moly. Queens aren't going to be useful either way. They're not going to... They're just going to get frozen.
I don't know what you would... feedbacks would be so easy. Storms would be so easy. There's nothing on the ground.
Storms would be the best, man.
Oh, I kind of forgot it existed, to be honest. But storms would be good, too. Like, anything splashed, really. Like, come on.
Yeah.
In the gas bank for both parties.
KT Splash.
This is frustrating to watch.
They're just gonna keep triggering the stasis wards and traps. Oh, there's stasis wards. Pardon me. Whatever. You got me all confused with it.
Sorry. Amazing or stupid? This game.
Phenomenal. I would go for that word. I go with the P word. Now the trap gonna get triggered. Queen's just like boom. They're like the canaries you send into the mines.
Oh, that's sad.
That's really sad. Lots of parasitic bombs coming down.
Imagine any storms. All those corruptors are so clumped.
Yeah, or an Archon. I mean, there's a lot of transfuses, but is that going to cut it? Because right now there's not a lot of focus fire going down. Mothership being targeted, but
I think Drew wins this. No? Yes? I can't tell.
No, I don't think so.
Nope, not at all.
Okay, so here's what I love, right? Like parasitic
oh my god,
it did the job of an EMP. He took out all the shields, but then he didn't jump on that right away. Instead, he was stuck fighting in the middle of nowhere where the Queen's was getting slaughtered. He also hit. Oh, look at the timing before level 3 Carapace was done. What the fuck? Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. I mean, there's no Phoenix. This actually might not be a terrible idea. Glaveborn bounce, is it that good? We'll find out. What?
I don't think. I think Intercept will still win out that.
No. This is gonna be like the Lings. He's gonna use the mobility of the Mutalisks.
He's gonna base trade. Yeah.
Oh
I definitely don't think you. Do not go for the fight.
But there's like a million cannons on all the bases.
There's free mutas though. Like I don't think cannons matter.
That might be true. This is. I love. I don't think this was planned.
Just to warp in like 50 like Archons.
Oh god, yeah. Like an Archon here would be so god mode. There's no splash damage versus these Mutalisks though. They might actually take a fight versus the carriers. This sounds so stupid to say. I don't actually know how this goes. I've never seen this composition fight this composition, but he's gonna go for it. This is not for mobility training.
Oh my god. What is even happening?
He's targeting down the carriers. Alright, unit count for the Mutalisks. They're falling pretty quick. Down to 33. He's already lost about half of them. Most of the carriers go down and I don't know.
Is it gonna work? It's not gonna work.
He dumped the interceptors. He dumped the interceptors, so the Mutalisks can't even hang around. Even if he kills the carriers, the interceptors will kill everything else.
Oh, okay.
He can still make another 40 mutas though, Zombie Grub. I mean, calm down.
I'm sorry.
Look at that bank. He makes 30.
But there's the Phoenixes. He's getting the Phoenixes. Like that bought enough time. That alerted him to what was happening. There's no way they went against Phoenixes with the upgrade.
This, by the way, we got Olimoleague chiming in, right? She's got like a little Skype side chat. She's like, "This is so gross to watch." I'm gonna have to agree. I guess the reality of this is the carriers are gonna be a lot harder to replace than the Mutalisks, but I really don't think fighting the army head on was the right choice, and I won't be convinced otherwise. I really think if he floated around the sides of the map, if he used 60-something mutas to base trade and chip away, well, he continues to expand and take almost every base on the map. I think eventually what ends up happening is you can't produce interceptors anymore. You won't have the money for it.
That's true.
He's got to fly back home, though. He can't do that right now with the Phoenix out. We got Infestors coming out. If they land a fungal, that'll be great, but oh, man. There's stasis wards everywhere. Landing a fungal might actually be difficult because you can't catch on the ground.
I don't know, but he needs those fungals. The mutas cannot deal with Phoenixes that have those upgrades.
Man, how many mutas are we at now? 48. How many corpses have died this game? Only the 22, I guess. Yeah, it's pretty much just been investing in these tech swaps. Oh, 120 interceptors gone down. At 25 minerals apiece, that's not too cheap. Oh, decent fungal, though.
Yeah. There wasn't even a lot of Phoenixes, though. He, I guess, thought they would be just that good against the mutas. He didn't bother making a ton of them.
These bloody wards all over the map are giving him, like, creep tumor level vision.
Well,
I said this was a fast Olimoleague, and I definitely jinxed it when I said that.
Yeah, of course.
I guess that's cool. He can pick those off if he gets the Overseers in range. Oh my god, cancels the cannons. He's just like, fuck this. This base is dead. I'm not even gonna try.
A huge problem is that Neeb is not getting any damage done to True's economy. There's no DTs, there's no Zealot Warp-ins.
Neeb's turtled this whole game, essentially. Like, that's literally what's been going on. This is not a fight I think you should take, though. He's going to focus down on the interceptors. Not the right choice, in my opinion. Tries to go for the carriers. Neeb, once again, will probably just start dumping the interceptors. So starts dumping them immediately as the carriers get targeted. He dumps out half the interceptors right away.
God.
Oh my god, the Phoenix is coming to the fight. They clearly have so many of the mutas, up to 80 killed with 14 remaining. True's used up his bank at this point. These 33 Corruptors will be the last Corruptors he makes this game.
I don't know.
Actually, I take that back.
I don't think so.
Yeah, he's got so many bases, I keep fucking forgetting. Like, he's just got the map while this goes on.
Yeah, his 85 workers still too, where Neeb has gone down to 37.
Oh my god.
He's finally noticed that he's gone down to 37 workers. He's rebuilding 4 at a time.
Oh, you know what though? Okay, let's say these 40 Corruptors actually kill enough, right? Like, and I'm talking carriers specifically. I think the Ling Flood behind it wins.
Yeah, I think True actually
There we go.
wins.
He's starting to make links now. Yeah. Oh my god.
The Corrupt Army will take care of the Tempest Army. At this point, the Tempest Army, not the Carrier Army. And Neeb just doesn't have enough money to do anything else.
Actually, you know, let's not forget, Phoenixes with Anion Pulse Crystals can trade versus Corruptors, and that's what's happening. They're getting picked off. And you said this earlier. They're coming from every direction on the map. He's not kiting them, though.
Yeah, well, kind of funny. He's, in fact, getting surrounded. So, gonna turn tables really quickly. And he sees how many Corruptors there are, and he's got to realize, like, what do we even do against that?
You know what? And here's the argument for the Archons even further. He's actually invested in the shields this time. So, Archons would actually have upgrades this game. Protoss Shield's almost on level 3, mate. Hey, what time is it in Korea right now? I'm just curious.
1:30.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say, like, nope, you don't have to sleep soon, but never mind. That's right, it's the other side of the world.
Yeah, no. I'm just really hungry.
Crafter's gonna come in and snipe off that first carrier. Once again, he can dump out. He does already pre-dump out all the interceptors as he falls back. So the best thing True could actually do is run through this and into them.
Run!
But that's not gonna cut it. Oh my god, the focus fire is too good.
Game. That's game.
Yeah, the Lings, there's nothing to do with the Lings beneath this. That's the worst part of it. The Corruptors, even if they weren't dealt with, they could still target down the buildings with their caustic spray. Void Rays get killed there as well. GG.
Oh,
True, with economy, I would say, is what wins game number 3.
That happened. I did not like the way Neeb played that game specifically, though. I think what we're going to see next is like a 2-base all-in or something.
Your camera is dead once more.
Yeah.
Oh, now it's covered up by... What's going on? What the fuck?
Huh?
It's like half blacked out. Do you not see this? It looks like there's something
the wrong
covering.
camera, that's why.
Oh.
I don't know why it's the wrong camera. Hold on.